Good evening. We bring you now, Cameron Demetrius, to a special segment. For the viewers out there, I command you, like the video, subscribe, turn on the notifications, leave a comment. Today we're talking about this one, Cameron. Will frame and reframe and enforce your mind. We'll never know. Just pause for a little bit. Let that one. We'll never know. 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 Camera. That's such a freeing concept because it limits the things that the mind could potentially escape to, and the curiosities and the imagination of the infinite realities and possibilities and future uncertainties and unknown possibilities and paths that haven't been ventured but could be orchestrated very smoothly and seamlessly. It cuts down on all of that mental clutter. All of that, I can make this happen or this happen or this happen or this happen in the matter of an instant is simply the fulfillment of a minor desire, of some side mission or some type of just minutia in space or in time or in the outside world that never actually moves you closer towards your ultimate goals. Your ultimate goals, your real goals. We'll never know. We'll save up so much processing power in one word, or just the ability to, the time you spend speaking to yourself and planning your next move, visualizing your future, visualizing your life, having hindsight to reflect on what was done, what was said, how you did it, how it could be better. All of that, I wonder this, I wonder that. We'll never know. Understand that there are so many things, people, places you are not going to experience. Mourn for it. Lose it. Now, pour in some gratitude for all the things which you will know. Yes. Yes. The things which are made for you to know, to have, to hold, to put into your being. Everything else that goes outside of the being, we'll never know. It's a barrier being drawn around you of what could be. Don't waste your mind thinking about it. What is the goal? What's next to the goal? What's next to my goal? What's next for my goal? That's what should be thought of. All of this, just like, simple distractions. Some girl you see walking down the street, or some person who has some cool trinket, or some what's it, like, what is that? Oh, what's that? What's that? We'll never know. We'll never know. There are places I'm never going to go to. There are conversations I'm never going to have. There are topics I will never explore, nor will I ever have the awareness of said topics. There are destinations I'll never get to. There are experiences I'll never have. There are places I'll never be. There are thoughts I will never think. There are books I'll never read. Music I'll never listen to. I will experience all of my emotions because those are inside of me. Emotion, inner motion. There are things I'll never do, things I'll never have, material objects I'll never have, ideas I'll never have, relationships I'll never have. Food I'll never have. Some things in my past that I want to change, I will never have. You will never have. You will never know a different life than the one you currently live. Think about that. You will never know a different life than the one we're currently living. For all the postulating and theorizing on multiple universes and different multiverses, we'll never know. We'll never know. Things that could happen, but they don't happen. What does happen, happens. Shakespeare. To be or not to be, that is the question. But it's the question in the now that's constantly being fulfilled as if on some sort of sine wave or cosine wave of being and not being. We'll never know. It's perfect because there are things we will know. And when we put our energy into what we are, and when we separate our energy and take our energy away from what we are not, it just makes things flow a lot better. Think of it as before the energy was just scattered. But when you recognize that things that you do know and things you will never know, in between that is you. Walk that path and give yourself the freedoms and liberties to say, I'll never be able to speak with that person again. I'll never see that person again. That's good. Move on. It's okay. If it's meant to be, it's a given to you. It's given to you. If you find that it's something you need to give to yourself, give it to yourself. But to think about it and to wonder, no. Make a decision. Is it on the knowing or the not knowing? The in-between is just that, limbo. Do not limbo. Don't limbo. Be or not. No limbo. We'll never know how much time we've spent in limbo. Kind of odd when I say it, but it just is what it is. So we'll never know. Like N-O. My will never know. My willpower never knows XYZ. It's incapable of having it. Maybe at some point in the future when my willpower is greater, it may know. But however, now the will itself as a form of power is finite. On the opposite side of that is never. However, it's a never no. So it means it's inside of the will. It is there. So we'll never know. So in a certain sense, that's what will is. Never a no. It's will. Will is also finite though. So when the will strengthens, the never know shortens in some sort of cross-dimensional chart. You strengthen the will to never know. Small is smaller. And since will is a form of power, it is only strengthened through relationship. Increase your relationships. Increase your will. Shorten never knowing. You can't know everything in your one intellect. That's the purpose of organization. Multiple intellects, multiple minds, multiple knowings, multiple spirits and bodies and vessels who collectively combine their will, power, and shorten what? Never know. Subscribers, viewers, command you, like this video, subscribe to this video, subscribe to this channel, put a comment in the comment section. I'm over here blowing your mind for free. I'm not blowing your mind for free. I'm illuminating my own self, and by that, guiding you. Drop a comment. Oh, turn on the alerts. And go check out my other videos on my channel. They're good. They're good. They're this. They're a couple of things. They're critical. They're perceptive. They're creative, and they're analytical. Yeah. See you on the next one.